Alright, hello, welcome to Satisfactory Update 6. Update 6 for probably just a couple more weeks. I think 7's going to be out um, real soon, to the point where I'll probably just stay in experimental because I'm still there now. Just let it roll over into 7. Yeah, so this is Maker Gaming, episode 49. One before 50, that's a big one. And yeah, I'm just on this wall because that's the one thing I didn't show in my video but was in the screenshot. I came in and changed it after just because I didn't like how the build looked with that dumb wall. This is better. It's still probably not where I want it, but come back to it. I've spent way too long on this site. I want to get out of here. So I'm thinking for this episode, I'm actually thinking about maybe just fixing up some of the builds that I've previously done. Maybe add some lighting. Off the top of my head, that quartz building's pretty boring. Up there, the worst one's the Nobelisk, so I figured I'd start there. Just get a little bit, make the buildings look a little nicer. And we'll start from there, see what comes up. Something always comes up. Thanks for joining. Alright, so we're heading up there. I don't even really know what materials I need right now. Oh, there's another thing I need to finish. Damn lighting. So, did anybody watch the Update 7 teaser trailer? There's a lot of theories online to what that box is. When I first saw it, I just thought the black box behind the Pioneer was a new buildable. Someone even somewhere in the comments said maybe like a steel beam with power, because you can see a little white light at each break in the beam. I thought that was an interesting idea, but then the ideas are getting crazy, like talking about teleportation or blueprints or even time hijinks for what that box is going to be. So it does look like Update 7 is going to come with at least one big surprise, aside from all the small quality of life things they mentioned. Where was I going before I started babbling? Nobelisks. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on Update 7, what you think's going to come, let me know in the comments. I think I'm most excited about it. It seemed like the lights were rotatable. The signs were up and down, which is something you can only do on the pillars. Hoping that's something that they add, because that gives you a lot of design choice. Or even lights that are more just a different assortment of lights, because the ones that they have now, there are things I'd rather do that you can't do with the lights we currently have. Okay, so we're here. One of our buildings where we never added a single decoration. And the whole point of this build, when I was making it, was to see the smallest possible footprint I could get. So 2 assemblers, 2 storage. I think I want to keep with that idea. And with our barrier tricks, we don't have to go by foundation. So let's just get a basic area down. I don't like killing the wildlife if I don't have to, but if he's going to be annoying the whole build, he's got to go. That was a depressing little noise. I don't think this is going to work without clipping. I'm actually okay with the ladder clipping. Well, yeah, that looks cool. Alright, so we're not going to fit this storage container in a 3x3. But if we also took storage out of here, could we make it, what could we do? Maybe a 2.5 by 2.5? If we're lucky while we're over here, we'll see the ray. I haven't tracked his movements. Oh! Speak of the devil. Okay, so that was correct. The bridge was correct. Is this correct? Wow, he went dead straight through that. Sounds like a spider. Whoa, when they had spiders here. My health regenerates now, bro. You don't scare me. Okay, are there any big ones here? I really do not remember stingers in this area. Where are you coming from? The cave. Where are all those spider guts? I think we're gonna need them now. Alright, what was I doing before the spiders? Oh, I was checking the path. Okay, so yeah, this path was dead on. So, God, I need to go back and rewatch the video to see how high it was. I left myself a little note, like I wouldn't remember that. Alright, so we know for a fact if we go one more out on each one. So now we know 100% sure that if we make a structure with a hole between those two walls right here, the ray will run through that. I will, during editing, go through my video, see how many that is up, and we'll come in and mark it like that so we know his exact height. So we can make a path for him just like we did. So we can make a path for him just like we did the bridge. Sorry, I'm just getting pummeled over here. What resources here? That's for messing up my audio. Alright, so do we want to just add design features and make this build look like a building, or do we want to add an actual steel production nearby so that we can make steel pipes and actually have nobelisks being produced automated? Because right now they're semi-automated. They are getting their powder, but the steel pipes we're loading into this. Alright, I've decided I want to tear the whole thing down. We'll save a few nobelisks. Alright, and the rest of the nobelisks will sink. Gonna clear this place out. We're missing concrete, of course. Alright, now we're getting rid of all this. Okay, so we are officially a peaceful planet at the moment. We have no weapons being produced. While we're at it, we'll line up that miner. Do we want to stay at this level? Looks like we could go lower. I don't think I want an underfloor on this one. I think I want all the belts up top. So with that in mind, can we go this low? Okay, so our limit for this height would be this rock, which I think I can live with. And this part of the hill. So yeah, I think we'll stick at this level. This would be way too much to hope for, but we're gonna hope for it. Wow, it's gonna work. How is that possible? I'm amazed that that worked. We're gonna use it. Game says it's okay. Let's see what the animation is from below ground. Nope. Cool. I'll allow it. Alright, got a little border on it. That was a really good fit. We lucked out. And the fact that it went that high, hilarious. Alright, so we have a new platform. And what do we want on here? The end product is the two assemblers. I think they should get their own building. Then we'll do an awesome sink out of building. What else? Steel. We need steel pipes. Do we want them on this platform? Speaking of Ray, I saw in the edit and I just saw again, his path goes between those top two. So we have our shape. Alright, so that's his path. We'll leave it there. Check it again. We're going to need to bring some iron down. Maybe this way. Come in together. So if we do, we'll do a foundry steel pipe production right here. It's the main building here. Okay, we don't want that rock in the way. So we'll come down one. I don't want them to be so similar sized. See if we can make the foundry smaller. Maybe a 2x2. Alright, with this we get to keep that tree. Let's see what we need for a foundry. You know what? We're not gonna keep using that blue. This is gunpowder area. Choose red. What am I doing? I need a darker red. Alright, so we can make 45 a minute. What is that going to do for us? And I think I'd prefer to come out the same side. Alright, so 30 a minute. We can up that to 45 a minute with one power shard. Make it even coming out of the foundry, but we'll see what our requirements are. Alright, so 20 and 20 a minute. It's just 30 a minute. We're going to be getting more of everything that we need, so maybe we sync everything also. Which makes this a little more difficult. Actually, maybe smart splitters for all of them. And we already have that tree, so let's axe this tree. Alright, that puts us where we need to be for there. Let's do a wall, but not a completely see-through. How about that? I haven't done those before. Storage for the nobelisks and the black powder. Awesome sink for everything. And they'll need to come in from the back for these two. For the awesome sink, it'll come in through the front. Alright. Maybe we put some sort of scaffolding up in the ceiling. All these things can run through. That might be excessive. 12 meters up to clear an assembler power indicator. Alright, let me just repeat that. We'll see if I like it. Alright, that's kind of boring. I think I want it taller, even if it doesn't need to be. Alright, now I'm just adding beams. I think I'll do them all black. I added one 1 meter steel wall at the top. Still don't know if I like any of this. Putting the black powder we need that way, but then also having a splitter here, split it that way, and then merge them with the Nobelisk coming out. And then those would come out, but we would need smart splitters. Wait, we have those. Programmable splitters is what I'm thinking of. But no, we could do it with what we have. Alright, let me work offline a little because I want to do more than one of these buildings. So we got to finish this one up. Alright, for here at least, we'll put it into the landscape a little bit. A little bit of walking room. Clean up the leaves. Hey, there's the cave right there. Leave that there as a reminder that we have a cave right there. Alright, now we for sure won't forget we have a sign. It's our second cave sign. Alright, simple roof. Simple build. Do I want to bring everything in through the top? I kind of do. Alright, we're going to stick with 3 for these because that's what we have the most material. Not a good way to do it, but on the outside lines that'll show, we'll do it better. Alright, that needs to go 1 higher. Shoot, I am out of fuel. That's sad. I was as free as a bird. Now I'm stuck on the ground. Peasant. Alright, so we need that 1 more higher, I think. We're not going to need this. We're going to do it without this. I changed my mind on this one. I want it to be 1 story. Alright, foundry there. Constructor there. Alright, I have both of those powered up. I have that powered up. Those two powered up. Everything is... all the conveyor belts are run. Up to the roofs at least. And we still got to get iron down here. Alright, we need the smallest amount of iron. I think it's only 45 a minute. We'll probably just bring 60. And it's going to be ran wildly. Haulage being used. Looks like this one's not. Split it. Alright, what do we have? 7 coupons. What do we have them for? Anything spectacular? Yeah, I think we can afford these. We want them for this build. Alright, I don't think I've ever bought these before. Where are they? Alright, here's all our different options. Let's try them. This is why we bought them. Perfect. We just bought them because the placement was perfect when we were setting down the foundation. Yep, that's cool. I'm gonna try that because this build's a little too red for me. We're gonna see if we can cut some of that, maybe up there. Add some windows to the foundry. That'll produce our steel pipes. Alright, looks like we're making our steel. And we're making our steel pipes. Alright, now we gotta get the sulfur and coal in. Alright, so we just relined that up and now we're gonna split it. Alright. See if that turns green. Now we're producing black powder. So yeah, that was easy enough. Everything is now automated. Now we just gotta get this storage. So, I wanted everything coming in from the top. So, we routed iron over here. And there's our coal. They're both going up there. They're making steel. Steel's going in there, making steel pipes. That's coming out and over. And that with the black powder is making nobelisks. And the coal and the sulfur here are going in to make the black powder. And they're both going over here where we need to set up their storage. And then we're going to move on. I don't love the build, but we're going to move on. This one I don't even think needs an entrance, so we're good. We're good to go. Oh yeah, there's a cave. Thanks, sign. Alright, I think we're all cleaned up. Let's get out of here. Man, we've gotten really good timing with him this episode. Okay, so he's tilted, so it looks like he's going to need more room on this side. I don't think it looks much better, but it does produce much better. We can take solace in that. Alright, what do we got going on here? I do remember this was one of my first custom colors. It's pretty damn close to the Fix It Yellow, but it's not. This is my caterium color. Alright, so we came in here, we just optimized, we made a Mark II miner out there, and then we put one shard in it, so now we're producing 180 a minute. So these are finally, they're 135, and then that, we added those two. We actually only need to add the one. This one can't be supported with the 180. This one can, so I just got to add it to this. We're just upping our awesome sink production. But I don't know if I want to fix this one up either right now. Alright, before we go anywhere, I want to make sure I have... Alright, I can make all of those signs. I need quartz. Alright, I can make all those signs. Lights. So let me just get quartz crystal. We'll spruce up some with some lights. Alright, we're back here. Put a couple lights down. Maybe. Oh, everything's stopped up. I need to get the fuel going. Alright, while we're over here, we're just gonna plop these down, get our plastic running continuously. Pretty sure we need 10. I don't think we can make 10 yet. We can get some production going by just flushing this. And that'll let those get back to going. See what all we need. Alright, let me go grab all that. Use this fancy exit. Alright, we got what we needed for 6 more generators, which would be 10 total, which I'm almost sure is what we needed, but nope, 7 generators. Alright, we'll go set those up. Now let's go through. Still need the awesome sink set up. Before these fill, we don't have plastic. Well, I think we found our problem. Alright, those are turning green. Alright, found the problem. There it is. Nice and tidy down here with the oil. It was a big mess up to miss all the plastic hookups. Now we're rolling. Which means this is producing fuel. Which means we need a place to put the fuel. Right next to where my home is going to be. How sad. I'm not quite sure how this color's working. Maybe because I have my piping as blue as my standard swatch, but I have red as my just normal standard, and that's what the indicator is. But am I crazy? I don't remember them being different colors. Maybe to match that, but not to match. I don't know. What matters is they're coming down slowly. I still like this setup of putting the power line through that one leg. Alright, so it's slowly getting fuel all the way up to this last one. This last one was supposed to be at 66%, or 2/3. So we're going to change that to 100 megawatts. And that'll bring the fuel down that we need at this one. So that rather than short cycling the end one, we'll just always be running fully. Alright, this one's full. Good enough for me. Okay, we had 5,100 before this. Alright. So yeah, that's 1,000 megawatts more. It'll fill up shortly, those last couple. The coloring is wild. Alright, now if we want the field generators to stay running, then we need to get this finished. Okay, so those will need to combine. Alright, so we got a merger. Go this way. It's going to be sloppy. Alright, everything's set up to Awesome Sync now. Just gotta power it. Alright, so that's working now at different speeds. Alright, so we just had a few lights in here while we were here. Just get that color right. So yeah, I had wanted to try a different few colored lights by the refinery. It's running a little light. Oh, maybe we never finished our oil rigs, the last two. It's a sad sight. This side's running better. Alright, so off camera I did go and I got those last two oil rigs going. So all 5 are going. So this one should have a full side. And that's looking correct. So the last thing I wanted to do here was the lights that I talked about a while back. Simple enough. Hopefully we have the materials. I just wanted to do one of these in each corner. Alright, we want to see if something like that will shine up through the top. How do we change the color? Is this one of the ones that won't change color? Or do we need a lighting controller? Alright, that's not really showing what I had in mind. But we'll finish it off anyways, I guess. Hey, this one worked a little better. You can actually see it coming up. That's more what I was looking for. Maybe they'll look better at night. But let's get the other two hooked up too. So I wanted to do green on one side and purple on the other. And for this one we're going to go purple. Alright, so we got the 2 green and the 2 purple. I wish we'd done this at night. Know if it was effective. Alright, that probably is going to do it for this episode. Otherwise, I'll wait for sunset so we can at least see what it looks like. But yeah, we got a bunch of different random things done this episode, and next episode's big. It's 50, and update 7 comes out on Tuesday, so I guess big changes. Get to blueprinting, things like that. So yeah, thanks for joining, and I will see you soon.